courtside with Larry Taylor of the Jackson Polar Bears. You and Hoover battling tonight, first place. A lot of hoopla, so we don't need to build the game up. They've been tough on you here. You've beat them a high percentage, but they even beat you 2 years ago. In the last 3 years, I mean, if you get a 5-point win here, it's a great victory. A tough place to play for you.
Oh, absolutely, Jim. I think the key is it's just like anything else in the league. You know, I think a lot of times score means a lot to some different people, but it definitely doesn't to us. Anytime you come in here and win by that single point and get a win at North Canton, I think that speaks for itself. It's a great home court advantage gymnasium, but I think a lot of our league is like that, and that's what makes our league so unique and so interesting, and why you got to play night in and night out, especially on the road.
Last time we saw you, you played Glen Oak, and within a minute or two, you're starting to use your bench. And I thought, well, you're just upset with some of these kids. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. And I read later that you're really trying to rest some kids and play some younger kids. Is it a case now that you're really, second half of the season, trying to develop 7th, 8th, 9th man, get some playing time for your juniors?
Oh, I think it was a combination of things against Glen Oak, Jim. I think it's how Glen Oak was playing, how our kids were responding to some things, and being tired. You know, all those things came into play, and that's something that we were fortunate enough to have kids on that bench we could go to. I thought played extremely well. Even though we didn't score in the second quarter, our kids did everything exactly the way you're supposed to. They shot the ball where they were supposed to out of our offense. It just didn't go in. When those things are happening, you don't worry about that. So it was good to be able to get those 7th, 8th, and 9th kids a little bit of time in a big game like a team that Glen Oak was. So we're going to use them whenever and wherever we need them.
Well, people know about Thiel, Bosley, Shane Henderson's up, even the Kart young man. Let's go to the 7th, 8th, 9th man. Who's impressing you and is going to get some playing time?
Well, I think what you see out of Jason Zupp is exactly what we've gotten from him in practice. The kid just works so hard. He keeps doing a lot of very good things. Jeff Whitaker, same thing, you know, practice in, practice out, game in. He goes in there and does the things he has to do for us. And Jesse Barr has been a pleasant surprise in the past couple of weeks. Jesse has stayed consistent. He's done everything that we've asked. He wanted to know where should he improve and what could he do to improve. And we told him, just keep doing what we're doing, and your time's going to come. When it does, get out there and play the way you've practiced, and you'll be fine. And that's given us that little bit of stability off the bench that we needed to give those kids the confidence that they can rest for a little while, they can get in a foul trouble and know that there's somebody coming in for them. And that makes us a better basketball team all the way around.
To the game tonight. Now, this appears to be a shorter floor than a lot of them, I know, than Jackson. So does that cause you to change a little bit what you do with your offense and defense? Because what are we playing here, 80 feet, maybe said 94?
Well, I think the only thing that it does to you right there, I think it creates an atmosphere that everything's on top of you, and I think you have to convince your kids that the basketball courts are all the same. You have to play the things that you've always done to that point. If we do anything on offense, it's just to close down your passing lanes just a little bit, because the distance may be a little bit shorter when you're playing from three-point line in and what have you. So other than that, no, you know, our kids are adjusting the things as we see it, and we're trying to get them ready for the adjustments in practice, and it's up to them to make those adjustments.
As we near tip-off, give me your thoughts on Hoover and what you've got to do to beat this ball club and some of their key people.
Well, we have to play well. We have to play Jackson basketball. We had to get back to that during the Glen Oak game, and we played it very well against Lake. If we can come out with the same intensity, the same execution, and doing the basic things that we did at Lake Tuesday, we should be successful in here again. But North Canton will have something to say about that. They're 7-1, and anytime you've got that record in our league, you're doing a lot of things well. So we'll definitely want to knife into some of the things they're doing offensively and put that defensive pressure that we can on them, because they're on their home court. And like we told our kids at practice, if we shoot the ball and go get it when we miss, we should be in pretty good shape tonight.
Larry Taylor, my thanks. Good luck.
Okay, Jim. Thank you.
We talk courtside now with Jim Gottschall.
As the new
Chevrolet, ABM distributor. With play-by-play coverage of tonight's game.
And good evening. Welcome back to a packed North Canton High School. Jim Johnson along with Dave Albert ready to bring you this big Federal League battle. The winner goes into first place all by themselves. Jackson 6-1, Hoover 5-1. But as both coaches are stressing, this is only one of 20 games, but it's a big one tonight. We have Sam Berkwin standing by at the field house. Sam, hang on here in about a minute. We'll go and get a score update from you as to what's going on there. This game was about 10 minutes, the JV game, 10 minutes late, 10-15 minutes late, starting at 6 because they busted a rim in some pregame warm-ups. Last year, Jackson won by 5 right here, 69-64. They won by 25 at Jackson. 2 years ago, Jackson lost here by 1, and yet they won by 10 at Jackson. 3 years ago here, Jackson won by only 5, but won by 31 at Jackson. So the Polar Bears have found this a fairly tough place to play. Before we go to Dave and take a look at these two teams and how they match up, let's jump over to the field house and check in with Sam Berkwin. Sam?
All right, Jim, still about... 6-1 in the league. North Canton 7-1 on the year, 5-1 in the league. North Canton's loss was to Alliance, and Jackson's league loss was by 3 to Worcester. Offensively, Jackson 67.7 points a ball game. They give up 53.8. North Canton, they score 63.4, but give up 56.5 a ball game. Jackson, the better shooting club from the field, as they are 51%. North Canton, they shoot 43% from the floor. Both teams excellent foul shooting clubs. Both teams 73% from the foul line. Jackson will start 5 seniors in their starting lineup. North Canton, they will start 3 seniors and 2 juniors. Jackson's starting lineup contributes 4 players with double figures, as their leader, Eric Ridge, he averages 12.6 points a ball game. Jackson, on the other hand, they have 2 starters in double figures. Their leader, of course, Jami Bosley, the 6-foot senior going to Ohio State. If you look at the front lines of the starting 5, Jackson will start a 6'3", 6'4", and 6'7". North Canton, they will have 6'2", 6'5", and 6'5". And when they go to the bench, North Canton Hoover will get a 6'4" and a 6'5". Jackson, they will be able to get a 6'3", 6'4", or 6'6".
Well, we will take timeouts here for Nichols Bakery and Realty One, and we'll come back with the starting lineups.
493 65 50.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Hoover High School Athletic Department, Coaches and Staff Committee, we graciously welcome you. The North Canton Hoover High School Gymnasium and contest for your own North Canton Hoover Vikings and the Visiting Jackson Polar Bears. Both schools are members of the Ohio High School Athletic Association and abide by the rules and regulations of the National Athletic Association. Maintaining high standards of conduct and competition, and good relations with other members. Jackson Polar Bears are coached by Mr. Larry Taylor and assisted by Mr. David Jones. Here's the starting lineup for the Visiting Jackson Polar Bears. Number 10, the senior, Phil Dock. Number 20, senior, Matt Thiel. Number 0, senior, Jeff Canton. Number 34, senior, Jami Bosley. Number 52, senior, Scott Henderson.
Points, and you're going to have to sit down on like a Matt Thiel and some of these other players. I don't know if they can contain Bosley. I went back and looked. Bosley scored 51 in the 2 games last year. He had games of 23 and 28. And when Jami was a sophomore, he scored 47. He had games of 21 and 26. So Bosley has scored 98 points in the 4 meetings with North Canton, which averages to be 24 and a half a game. So you almost got to believe at the foul line, steal, shooting, Jami Bosley's going to get in the mid-20s.
I'll tell you, Jim, if this crowd gets into it, it's definitely a North Canton Hoover Viking advantage. We saw that in the first ball game as it was pretty much nip and tuck up until the end. Then North Canton went on and won it by a score of 41 to 36.
Well, there's no doubt this place is packed. I mean, I don't know where you'd put anybody else. They're standing in all 4 corners. The stage is packed. And the bleachers, which they only seat around 1,000, 1,100, they are packed. And folks with tickets, of course, it's always, you don't get quite as tight as you would like, and they just keep making people squeeze and squeeze to get all these folks in here tonight. Jackson, the visiting team, so they're in their road purple, trimmed in gold. And the Vikings in their home white, trimmed in orange and black. This is for first place in the league. But as both coaches know, we got to play a lot more. In fact, Timken, who's may make some noise this weekend. They've got some players back. Larry Gerzina can go and press a lot now. They're playing an alliance tonight. And they come in there tomorrow night to play North Canton. In this first half, the Polar Bears will be going to our left. North Canton to our right. And it's going to be Scott Henderson at 6'7", stepping in against Mark Holben, who's 6'5". There's the whistle. It's in the air, and the tip is controlled. Bosley has it for Jackson. He'll drive, baseline, shot good. Just like that, the Polar Bears jump on top as Bosley took the tip and drove the right of the lane, got on the low block, squared up, and laid it in. Jackson always starts out man-to-man defense. That's what they're in right now. Turnaround shot, Ingram off the rim, or Inman off the rim, no good. And rebounded by Zupp. They want to run. Zupp feeds Bosley in the right corner to the baseline. 5-footer Bosley. Air ball right to left. It goes out of bounds, and it belongs to the Jackson Polar Bears. Bosley a little bit off balance. Let it fly, and it cleared the rim right to left. Jami will be the trigger man on the inbounds pass. Comes into Henderson. Henderson left side out beyond the 3. Feeds left of the lane to Chris Zupp, and on top to Matt Thiel to Bosley on the wing. North Canton playing, what are they playing? 2-3 zone, feed, baseline, Thiel, shot, rim, no. Rebounded in, we got traveling called. We'll give Jeff Chain the rebound. And then Chain with a walk as he got in traffic and stumbled and fell. Jackson, no pressure. They're back at midcourt, playing man-to-man still. Here comes Eric Ridge, the fine senior guard for the Vikings. Goes in the left corner. Shot is up. Cannon and blocked by Bosley, and just out of bounds off of Bosley. Drew Hannon trying to put a shot, and Bosley was coming from behind and knocked the ball out of bounds. So the Vikings will inbound it. He gives them an offensive rebound. They lob it deep to Davidson. Jackson now in their 2-3 zone. We've played a minute. Jackson's on top 2-0. This is Eric Ridge. They're looking at that zone, trying to decide what they want to do. Davidson out on top. Davison back top side to Ridge between the circles. Penetrates to the line. Gives to Davison. Davison down the lane. Shot from it 10 feet right of the rim, though. And the rebound, Bosley saved it from going out of bounds. Flips it in. The Polar Bears running. Matt Thiel, the line, the lane. Feeds to Henderson down low. Shot up. Blocked by Holben. A jump ball. And the possession arrow belongs to the Vikings.
Great pass that time by Matt Thiel to Scott Henderson. Didn't get the bucket. North Canton Hoover with the ball at center court.
2-0 Jackson on top. Ridge, jumper, 12-footer. Good. Eric Ridge ties it at 2 with 6:29 to go in the opening period here on WHBC. Sam Berkman will be along later. He's got the central game with St. Thomas. Feed down low. Shot up good by Jeff Chain. Chain took a nice pass and squared up and got the lay-in off the glass. And Jackson goes back on top 4-2. 6:14 to go. Ridge. Left side to Hannon. On top we go to Davison. Davison swings it right side to Ridge. On top, Davison as they work it around the zone by the Polar Bears. Davison out beyond the 3 to Ridge beyond the 3 on the right side. Looking inside for Inman, but he can't shake himself loose. Now Davison's left wing. Top side to Ridge. Hoover's very patient to Hannon. Hannon penetrates inside the 3 and then kicks the ball back out on top to Davison. Guarded by Zupp. Shot by Hannon. Rim. Right side, no. Rebound. Bosley and Ridge go after it. And let's see. Ridge with a push, maybe? Yes, Eric Ridge.
First foul of the ball game, 5:43 to go in the first quarter. Jackson with the lead, 4-2, and they'll also have the basketball.
Walking it up floor is Chris Zupp, guarded by Ridge. Zupp throws over the zone left side to Thiel. Baseline to Bosley. In the paint to Henderson. Misses the layup. Rebound out to Eric Ridge. Nice pass by Bosley. Scott just didn't get it to drop. Eric Ridge grabs the board and is bringing it down left to right for the Vikings. Out on top. Swing it to Davidson. They're looking at that zone by the Polar Bears. In the left corner, Inman with a 3. Rim, no. Bosley with rebound number 2. Bosley on the run. 1 against 2. Bosley down the lane to the hoop. Put it up. Got it.
Jami Bosley with 4.
Jackson 6, North Canton 2. 5:05 in the opening period. Both coaches up. Larry Taylor's got his coat off already. Davison on top. We got a 2-3 zone by the Polar Bears. Look out. Hannon threw it back to Davison. Didn't see it, but Ridge saves it from going out of bounds right in front of the scorer's table. Ridge drives on Zupp. Back to the basket at the foul line. Kicks it out on top to Holman. Holman is 6'5". Gives the ball back to Ridge. In the corner, Hannon. Jumper baseline from 10. Hit the side of the backboard. Rebound. Holman put it up. Good.
Mark Holman with his first 2.
That thing rolled around the cylinder all the way around and dropped down through. 6 for Jackson, 4 for North Canton. 4:27 in the first quarter. Bosley the wing right side. Jami backs out on top to Chris Zupp. Zupp to Bosley on the wing. Hannon right in Bosley's face. Bosley will drive baseline to the basket, put it up good, and he's fouled. But Bosley got a quick first step on Hannon, just shot by him and drew the foul and laid it in.
The basket is good. The foul is on Drew Hannon. That is ball game looking for number 7. Ali Kart into the ball game. Jeff Chain sits down with 2 points. 8-4 the score. Jackson on top. 4:16 to go here in the first quarter at North Canton. Bosley shot in the air, rattles the rim and falls through. Jami Bosley with 7.
9-4. Jackson full court pressure and 5 seconds. Hannon couldn't get it in. Matt Thiel was in Hannon's face, and no one came to help the young man Drew Hannon out. So North Canton turns it over. Jami Bosley will inbound as Polar Bears up by 5. Bosley to Thiel, 3 in the air. In and out, no, and rebounded by Drew Hannon. Hannon will get the ball to Eric Ridge. Vikings looking for some offense. They've scored just 4 points in the first 4 minutes. Ridge looks at the zone. Left side to Davison, in the corner to Hannon to Davison. Out on top to Ridge. Ridge going to launch a long 3. Hits the back of the rim, no good. Karam's way out of the forecourt. Davison runs it down. Threw it in the lane, stolen by Bosley. Bosley against Davison. Bosley will take it to the hoop. Shot up, missed. Too hard off the glass. Rebounded. Hannon with a foul on Bosley.
Jami Bosley with the foul, his first, team's first, as North Canton will inbound. It'll be Drew Hannon to toss it in for the Vikings. 3:49 to go in the first quarter. 9-4 the Polar Bears.
Hannon a great job defensively, and then in the ensuing battle for the ball. Davison to Hannon in the corner to Davison to Ridge. Vikings a little reluctant to let it fly. This is Davison right side. Jackson zone shifts. Feed down low. Inman knocked away by Kart. Picked up by Bosley. Bosley dribbles between a double team. Bosley across the timeline. Bosley in the forecourt. Feeds in the corner to the field. Drives the baseline to the hoop. Put it up. Block. Holman. Foul. Holman, I believe.
Is on Mark Holman, his first, team's third, and it's going to be a shooting foul for the Polar Bears as Jeff Chain checks back into the lineup as Scott Henderson gets a rest. It'll be Matt Thiel, line left, shooting 2. Thiel on the year, 86% from the foul line. First one on its way, nothing but net. Matt Thiel now with his first point of the ball game. 10-4 Jackson. As Matt Thiel ready for the second one. That one also good.
Nate Chester's in for the Vikings, and coming out is Inman. Doug didn't want to come out. Jim Gotcha looking for something at the offensive end of the floor. Jackson's run off 5 straight points now, and they lead it 11-4. Jackson 2-3, 1-3-1, some sort of a zone down here. Davidson on top to Ridge. Vikings having trouble solving it. Davidson on the wing. Bosley stole the ball. Bosley against Ridge. Bosley down the lane, put it up, missed it. Kart rebounds, missed it. Chain tips and good.
Jeff Chain with 2 more, now has 4.
Jackson all over the boards, and they lead it 13-4. Jim Gottschall hollering at Eric Ridge. Jackson stays with that zone. That's almost like a 1-3-1. We got a foul. Nate Chester had the ball deep on the wing, and Thiel and Chain went out with him, and it's going to be on Matt Thiel, who picks up the foul.
On Matt, his first. On Jackson, their second. So North Canton again will inbound. Drew Hannon will do it underneath his own bucket.
2:48 to play in the first. Vikings need some offense here. This is Davidson. Picked up by Zupp. Top side Ridge to Hannon. Kart chasing him around out on top 2-3 zone. Top size Ridge. Swing it to Hannon. Hannon with a jumper from 18. Good.
Drew Hannon with his first 2.
It is Jackson 13, North Canton 6, 2:27 to go in the first. Ali Kart top of the key, launches one from 18 feet and an out, no rebound into the hands of Nate Chester. Well, the Vikings with a basketball, they give it to Ridge. Ridge left to right across the timeline between the circles. Zupp has him on top. Go to Hannon in the left corner. We swing it to Holman. Holman, Ridge, top side Davidson. Kart steps out on him. Back in the corner to Holman. Lob it inside to Chester. Chester picked up by Bosley. Turn around with left hand off the glass and good.
Nate Chester with 2.
That was pretty. Bosley had Nate's right side. Chester just spun and threw it up with the left hand. Ollie will drive. Put it up. Got it.
Ollie Kart now on the book with 2.
15 Jackson, 8 for the Polar Bears. Now on top with the defense is Zupp. They go in the left corner. Holman. He'll throw up a long 3. Comes in and out. No. Rebounded inside. It is rebounded by Kart. Kart picked up in backcourt by Ridge and carried the basketball. Ollie switched hands.
Jackson's second turnover of the ball game. Another substitution for Jackson. It'll be Jesse Barr, 6'1" junior, checking in. And that is Chris Zupp getting a rest.
1:33 to go in the opening period here on WHBC. 15-8 Jackson on top. Ridge way out near midcourt, goes to Davidson. 2-3 zone by Jackson. Top people in that zone are Barr and Kart. Ridge, foul line jumper from 15, good.
Eric Ridge with 4. North Canton closing the gap, 15-10 now. 1:10 to go in the first quarter.
Ali Kart walks it across the timeline, right to left, top of the key. Drives left of the lane, kicks it in the corner to Thiel. Thiel picked up by Ridge, can't pull the trigger, now drives on Ridge, goes to the lane, goes to the hoop, shot blocked by Holman from behind. Ball in the corner, picked up by Eric Ridge. So Hoover with some good defense. This is Ridge at the other end. Goes to Davidson. Davidson against Bosley. Back to Ridge. Swinging upside to Hannon. 3 in the air on the front of the rim, though. Jami Bosley pulls down rebound number 3. The Bonds will bring it down right to left. And now give it to Ali Kart. 37 seconds left to go in the first. 15-10. Kart against Hannon. Drives. Goes to the bucket. Laid it up. Got it.
Ali Kart with 2 more. Now has 4.
I'll tell you, Bosley with a great quick first step. Ali Kart with a very quick first step. If you ever watch the Cavs, they talk about Hot Rod Williams. When he's stationary, has a big step when gets by the defender. That's what Kart is capable of doing. 17-10. Davidson top side to Ridge. Swinging to Hannon. Back on top to Ridge. Ridge, Davidson, 17 seconds. Penetrates to the foul line. The Hannon in the corner. Holman. Holman guarded by Chain. Penetrates. Jumper 12 foot on the rim. Right, no good. Rebound. Hannon put it up. Rim right, no good. Foul inside. It's going to be on Hannon.
Drew Hannon will pick up his second personal. North Canton Hoover now with 4. 7 seconds left to go in the first quarter here at North Canton. It's Jackson 17, North Canton Hoover 10. As Matt Palmer checks into the North Canton lineup, Drew Hannon sits down with 2 points and 2 fouls.
Well, North Canton waiting in midcourt. 7 seconds left in this first quarter. Bosley got it into Kart. 5-4. Kart at midcourt. 3-2. Kart left of the lane. Feeds to Bosley. 3 in the air. At the buzzer. Good. No good. No good.
Oh, my.
That'll bring protest from the Jackson bench, but the official waves it off. They say no basket. basket. Larry Taylor is out on the court, but the officials still saying no basket. He released it. They're saying after the 0 went on the clock. After 1, Jackson 17, North Canton 10. We're back after timeout with the Stables and Tire Center.
Hey, football fans, whether it's pregame, postgame, or for the game, touchdown at the Stables Hall of Fame Grill. The Stables is Stark County's home field.
So come to TCI, Tire Centers Incorporated, and meet the new celebrity. That's TCI in the Southgate Shopping Center on Cleveland Avenue Southwest. Kelly Tires, a good deal on a great tire.
All right, Jim, a score to pass along. You actually know score. They're just tipping it off in Warren, and it's scoreless between McKinley and Warren. And now back to you.
All right, Bob, we thank you. So the Pups in Warren just tipping it off at about 8:05, and we'll have Sue, who's in tonight. What a great lady she is and does a great job. She'll be calling about every 15 minutes and updating that score. And we'll go to Sam here. We get a shot. We had Jackson turning the ball over to start the second quarter, so Vikings have it now. Palmrooter on the left side launches a three way too long over the basket. Bosley runs it down in the right corner. Jami now with 4 rebounds. Rebounds are even 9 apiece. Kart to Bosley. 7:30 to go in the half. To Scott Henderson at the high post. Back to Kart. 3 in the air. On the rim, front side, no. And rebounded by the Vikings. That is Kevin Davidson with his second board. 7:22 to go in the half. Jackson on top, 17-10. They have led the entire way, although Hoover had tied it at 2. And North Canton just having trouble getting inside that zone. Davidson will penetrate, go to Ridge. Ridge looking for a screen, nothing there, kicks it back out. This is Palmrooter. He'll give it to Ridge. Eric Ridges threw up a couple to hit him, but he can't really get free to get a good shot. This is Davidson. Backing in on Kart, goes to Ridge. Knocked away. Stolen. Barr into forecourt. Tried to go to Kart, and it was kicked out of bounds by Palmrooter. Still belongs to the Polar Bears.
Chris up back into the Jackson lineup. And that is Jesse Barr sitting down. Also, Trent Shantz in the ball game for North Canton. Kevin Davidson gets a rest.
Jackson to inbound it. Bosley has it. Baseline. Good off the glass from 5 feet.
And Jami Bosley with 9.
19 for Jackson, 10 for the Vikings. 6:41 to go here in the first half on 1480. Ridge to Palmrooter. Guarded by Bosley. Inman back in the game. Throws it over the zone left side to Shantz. Shantz picked up. Swings it to Palmrooter. Palmrooter drives the baseline. Double team. Triple team. A lot of traffic. Throws it way on top to Ridge. Ridge works on top against Zupp. Ridge backs in. Foul line. Ridge trying to get open. Turns jumper short. Rebounded by Kart. Eric Ridge just can't get free. And not a great shot. The Vikings are having trouble setting screens and getting somebody loose. This is Kart. Kart. Out on top we go to Zupp. Corner to Henderson. Back to Zupp. 5:59 and a half. Zupp will drive down the lane. Flip into Henderson. Off the glass and good. Pretty pass. And Jackson's looking good. Polar Bears 21. The Vikings 10. And a timeout by North Canton. So we'll take a timeout for Ewing, and then we'll check in with Sam Berkman at the field house.
If you're looking for an affordable car...
Jackson! We are! 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 Jackson! Jackson! All right. Time for the adult man. Let's get down here, Get up on your feet.
6:32 in the first. JJ, back to you. All right, Sam, thank you. And McKinley Warren just tipped off about 4 or 5 minutes ago.
Here at North Canton, it's the Jackson Polar Bears 21, the North Canton Hoover Vikings 10. in that first quarter. North Canton 5 of 16 from the floor, just 31%, nothing from the foul line. Jackson, they hit 7 of 17 from the floor, 41%, 3 of 3 from the stripe.
Jackson working it well, getting a lot of layups. And Hoover, on the other hand, they just can't get much open inside. I mean, if they want to shoot 25-footers, Jackson will let them. And we got a walk on Paul Ruder. That's beyond the three.
That's North Canton's 6th of the ball game, 2nd this quarter.
Well, defense wins you games, and the Polar Bears, they're doing a good job.
Just at a quick look, Jim, North Canton has put up 6 of 18 from outside the arc.
A lot of shots. They cannot get inside the Jackson zone. Bosley to Henderson, high post, right side of the key. Scott spins around, goes top side to Zupp, wing left side to Chain. 5:18.5 Chain drives, shot from 12 feet, too strong. Rebound, Bosley up and good. Jami Bosley with 5 rebounds.
At 11 points, he's outscored the North Canton team.
Jackson's up 23-10. This is Ridge. 2 shots. Ridge, left side Palmruder. All this has gone on outside the 3, and a traveling call on shots. The Vikings are shook up. They're just not executing. Todd Boylan's going to see some playing time, and here comes Holman in. So 6'5", 6'5" is the height that they're putting on their front line.
Matt Thiel coming into the Jackson lineup. Scott Henderson sits down with 2 points.
Bosley will inbound, 4:58. North Canton may let this get away from them early here.
Well, they've turned it over 4 times in the first 3 minutes of the quarter.
Ollie Kart between the circles, takes it against Palmruder, left side of the wing, in the corner to Thiel. Thiel has Ridge right in his space. He'll drive the baseline, throw up an 8-footer air ball, and rebounded by Trent Schatz. Schatz down floor with a feed to Boylan. Boylan back to Schatz. He'll give it to Ridge. Ridge, foul line, knocked away by Kart. Picked up by Zupp, back to Kart, 2 points.
Ollie Kart with 6.
Anytime Jackson or Hoover does get inside that arc of 3, the Jackson Polar Bears are quick hands stealing it. Schatz walks with it. They turn it over again.
That's turnover number 9, 5 here in the second quarter.
Well, Schatz is going to come out of there. And back in's Davidson. Henderson's back in for the Polar Bears. 4:25.5 and the Polar Bears are out 25-10. Chris Zupp with the basketball between the circles. Comes to Kart. Kart, foul line, jumper from 15. Got it.
Kart with 8. In fact, Jim, North Canton hasn't scored here in the second quarter.
Well, they run off 10 straight. Jackson. This is Palmruder. In the corner, Boylan, Davidson, over to Schatz. He lost the ball. Picked up by Bosley. Another turnover for Schatz. That's 3 for the young man, and no one feels worse than he does. Kart for a 3 on the rim. No, bounces up the lane, rebounded by Boylan. Boylan will give the ball to Davidson, and Davidson at the forecourt on top. Right side, down low. Boylan, shot blocked by Henderson. Rebounded by Ollie Kart. Kart will go the length of the court and take it out on the left side with the dribble. Feed inside to Henderson. Henderson in the paint. Shot up, no. Rebounded. Nobody yet. They're slapping the ball around, and Bosley goes and gets it. 3:26.5. 27 Jackson, 10 for North Canton. Kart between the circles to Bosley. 3 in the air. Bosley nails a 3. Oh, my goodness. It's Jackson 30 and North Canton 10. Jim Gotchel's beside himself. He just doesn't know what to do, and he's going to call timeout. The Polar Bears are roaring, 30-10. Timeout, Hoover. We're back after this timeout for Realty One.
Realty One is big on kids. Kids like Jen Killian, a senior at Jackson High School.
The education that I've gained and the friendships that I've established from Jackson High School have given me many rewarding experiences and a great sense of school pride. Jackson is full of exciting people, and it offers a wide variety of activities. Jackson has also provided a strong basis for academic and athletic excellence that allows each of its students to succeed in his or her goals. I strongly believe that my background at Jackson High School will allow me to continue my success far into the future.
An equal opportunity realtor.
Here at North Canton, 3:09 to go in the first half. It's Jack Canton has called this quarter. The first one they called, the score was 21-10 in favor of Jackson. Now they're calling another one, and it's 30-10. Jackson, or North Canton Hoover has not scored here in the second quarter.
Well, how many shots they put up?
3.
How many
turned
turnovers?
the ball over 6 times and have been able to put up only 3 shots.
next break we take, we'll hopefully have an update on the pups, and we'll go back to Sam. We got Boylan down low. Boylan got Henderson in the air. Shot blocked by Henderson, and a foul on Scott Henderson.
Tough foul.
Boylan did a nice move on Henderson. Spun, got around him, and then Scott got him from behind, apparently with the body. So Todd Boylan will go to the line right with 2 shots with 3:03 to go in the half.
Henderson with his first foul. Jackson now with 3 team. Boylan at the foul line, 54%. Misses the free shot. Ollie Kart back into the Jackson lineup. He takes the place of Jesse Barr. Boylan ready to shoot the second one. The shot in the air, also too hard off the back of the glass.
Rebounded by Ollie Kart. He's got 5. Kart top of the key. 3 in the air. Back of the rim, no. And rebounded by Thiel of Jackson. And he'll clear it back out to Ollie Kart. Kart comes left side to Bosley. Bosley walked with the ball as he tried to put a move on Boylan and go around him and head for the hoop. Jackson back in their 2-3 zone with Zupp and Kart on top. This is Davison. Down low to Boylan. Boylan on Henderson. Turn, spin, shot is up, and on the back of the rim, no good. Holman tip, no good. Out of bounds. Belongs to Jackson. So we'll give Holman an offensive tip that didn't drop. Jackson gets the team rebound.
Nate Chester back into the North Canton lineup as Boylan sits down.
Well, they can see the strategy was try to get Boylan loose down low. Now he's gone to the bench. Full court pressure by Hoover. Up court pass Thiel. Thiel feeds inside to Bosley. Knocked away out of bounds. Still belongs to the Jackson Polar Bears with 2:29 and a half. Jackson 30, North Canton 10. Bosley inbounded to Henderson. On the low block. Glass and good. He went over Holman.
Got Henderson now with 4.
Jackson's ripped off 17 unanswered points to lead 32-10. On top, Davidson. Davidson goes left side. Hannon. Long 3. Good.
Drew Hannon connects on the 3. Hannon now with 5 in the game.
32-13. Jim Gotchel says, get up there and press. This is Thiel at the other end. Drive. Shot up and offensive foul on Thiel. It went down, but it will not count. As he slammed into Hannon and slammed in hard. And Drew Hannon is up, but he's not feeling too good right now. 2:02 left to go in this first half.
Matt Thiel with his second foul. The Polar Bears now with 4.
Doug Inman is in. Holman is out. Or Drew Inman, rather. No, Doug Inman. It's Drew Hannon. Clock running to 2 minutes, and Eric Ridge is running across the timeline to Davidson. Feed down low. Inman backs in on Henderson. Shot blocked. Henderson. Foul. Henderson got him on the arm.
Scott Henderson will pick up his second.
So you can see Jim Gotchel's thinking we're not doing anything out beyond the perimeter. Let's get inside and see what we can do.
Matt Thiel and Jeff Chain into the Jackson lineup. Jesse Barr and Scott Henderson sit down. Henderson sits down with the 2 personals.
The only thing they've scored has been a 3-pointer this quarter, Hoover.
That by Hannon. Foul shot in the air by Inman, no good. And Jackson from the line, 0 of 3 tonight. North Canton just 3 points here in the second quarter so far. Inman 76 from the foul line makes the second free shot.
Jackson 32, North Canton 14. North Canton will keep that press on, almost like a 1-2-2 or some sort of a full court zone press. Zupp got it ahead to Thiel. Thiel still in backcourt, back to Zupp. Zupp will take it across the timeline to Ollie. Ollie Kart got it off to Bosley. Left side Chain, then back over to Kart. And Bosley, as he set the screen to let Kart shoot, he was nailed. Davidson, I believe, shoved him to the floor.
That is right. Kevin Davidson with his first. North Canton now with 5 team fouls.
Bosley to inbound, got it into Chain wing. Left side, top side now to Thiel. Back to Bosley, left side on the wing. Chester's on him. Hoover playing man-to-man defense. This is Chain, back to Thiel. Thiel has Ridge right in his face. And traveling on Matt Thiel.
So Jackson's turned it over for the 6th time tonight. Their 4th this quarter. A lot of turnovers this quarter. North Canton with 6, Jackson with 4.
North Canton High School, it is packed in here tonight. No room for anybody else. This is Hannon. 3 in the air. On the back of the rim, no. Karams up the lane. Inman, no. It's picked up, no by no one yet. Finally picked up by Nate Chester. 3 or 4 got their hands on it. Chester picks it up out on top. The Vikings with the back. Canton with 1:07 to go in the half. Bounce pass to Davis. A swing at the Ridge. Ridge is having a tough time getting open. Thiel's on him. Back to Davis. And he'll drive left of the lane. Go to the hoop. Put it up on the rim. No. Rebound taken down by Jami Bosley. And on his back is Doug Inman.
Doug Inman with his first. North Canton now with 6 team fouls.
Some extra words being said out there. Jami Bosley with 3, 6, 7 rebounds now.
Jackson will inbound underneath the North Canton bucket. It is Jesse Barr back into the lineup. Thiel sits down.
Now Barr's going to be the trigger man. They'll put Bosley out in near midcourt. We got some perspiration on the floor, so they'll wipe that up. 58 seconds in the half. Polar Bears playing exceptionally well defensively, lead at 32-14 with their defense. They've got a lot of offense. And now Barr will inbound it. Barr goes to Kart. Ollie Kart in backcourt guarded by Ridge. Got it over to Zupp. Zupp feeds ahead to Bosley in the forecourt. Boz in the lane, and he kicked the ball. Double dribble. They slapped the double team on Bosley, and he'll turn it over.
48 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 32-4.
They got one on the pumps. This has been a fast first half. Eric Ridge, guarded by Zupp. Ridge on top, goes left side to Inman. He'll drive, baseline, lost the ball. Offensive foul on Inman as he slammed into Jesse Barr.
And Doug Inman with his second. North Canton now 11 turnovers in the ball game, 7 of them here in the second quarter.
Holman's in, Inman goes out.
Jackson has outscored North Canton 15-4 here in the second quarter.
Inman's got that look of frustration on his face. Jim Gotcha, what more can you do? Your kids are hustling, just not too many things going your way, and he just smacks him on the butt, and Inman sits down. I guess I could say butt on the air, huh?
Yeah.
It's with 1 T. That way it's legal. Up court pass. This is Chain. Chain's doubled in forecourt with 30 seconds. Chain now single covered. Kicks it off. Barr, jumper, right side short. Barr goes, gets his rebound, back in the lane, put it up, foul on Holman.
Mark Holman with his second.
Well, they'll go line and shoot 2. Sam Berkman, if you're with us, Sam, let's jump over to you and get a score update on that one.
All right, Jim and Dave, 5:50 left in the first half. It is Central Catholic 21 and St. Thomas 17.
All righty, thank you. And we'll get you to give us some updates at halftime on what's been going on there. 21 Central, 17 St. Thomas.
All right, Jim, just let me chime in here a little bit. Just apology to the McKinley fans. They tipped.
He's put up a couple and hit them. This is Davison down the lane to the hoop, put it up, and we got a blocking foul on who's on the floor. Jeff Chain of Jackson.
Jeff Chain with his first. Jackson now with 16 fouls. North Canton with 7. This will be a shooting foul. As Kevin Davidson, line right, will shoot 2. Davidson come into the ball game averaging almost 11 points a ball game. He's put up only 2 shots tonight, has no points. Same thing can be said about, well, we'll get to that later. Davidson's first free shot on its way and good.
Well, the Vikings only have 15, so not too many young men have put up a lot of points here.
Well, Doug Inman, also in double figures, has only 1, that coming from the foul line. Davidson's second shot also good. 33-16 now in favor of Jackson.
Well, Trent Schatz, the 6-foot junior, back in for the Vikings. 10 seconds to go in the first half here. It'll be inbounded by Barr. Hoover, full court pressure. Barr got it into Kart. Kart dribbling around in backcourt. Double team down the sideline. Looking, and timeout called by Jackson. Kart got himself pinned into the sideline.
Well, there was 10 seconds left when he inbounded, and now there's 4 seconds left on the clock, so he was running out of time anyhow.
So timeout again, Jackson. Let's take another timeout, and we'll be back here.
Delicious. So start fresh and stay fresh the whole year long with nutritious Nichols bread, the freshest bread in town.
Nutritious Nichols, naturally 11. Nutritious Nichols, freshness from the oven. Nutritious Nichols bread.
Well, the ball's into Bosley. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's it. Jami never got the shot off.
That one I'll agree with. The first one, no.
Well, we are at halftime. The score, the Jackson Polar Bears 33, the Vikings of North Canton 16. Let's take a couple of timeouts, one for CopyCo, one for United Bank, see if we have a pop-up date, and we'll get some happenings from Sam. We're back shortly here.
You can check it here when it's entered with on the page, numbers are on the page with the Viking ladder. There are those 8 numbers once again. 417, 315, 391, 433, 374, 380, 401, and 435. If you have one of these numbers, you can collect your prize at the entrance to the Jackson locker rooms. We thank you for your support by Backing the Winter Sports Program and strenuously urge you to patronize the businesses of this program.
$23, McKinley 16, and here at halftime it's Jackson 33, North Canton 16. We'll take a timeout for ABM and Ewing and come back with the individual scoring.
If you're remodeling your kitchen,
Chevrolet, look to Ewing Chevrolet's big closeout sale on new 1994 Chevys. With more and more new 95s coming in each day, Ewing has slashed prices on all remaining 94s.
He's on the way to could be a 30-point game. He just kind of shied in that second half. The second quarter.
29 Cleveland Avenue North.
This is WHBC 1480 in Canton. Jim Johnson, Dave Albert here at a packed North Canton gymnasium. Sam over at the field house and Warren Station helping us out with the pups. And we appreciate Bob Gilligan. He's busy tonight, and Sue and John Cummings will be along later with the news. And you got the individual scoring ready?
Yep.
Go.
Individually in the ball game, first looking at North Canton, they had a 9.5. 6 are in the scoring column. No one in double figures yet, as Drew Hannon leads the way with 5 points, 2 of 9 from the floor. One of those a three-pointer with 4 points. Eric Ridge, he is the leading scorer on the team, almost 13 a ball game, only 4 at halftime. Eric Ridge just 2 of 4 from the floor with 2 points. Kevin Davidson also a double-figure scorer with almost 11 a game. He is 0 of 2 from the floor, but 2 of 2 from the line. Holben with 2. He is 1 of 5 from the floor. Nate Chester off the bench with 2. He was 1 of 1 from the floor. Inman with only 1 point Inman 0 of 1 from the floor, 1 of 2 from the foul line. For Jackson, they're being led by Jami Bosley. Bosley with 14 points. Jami 6 of 9 from the floor, 1 of 1 from the foul line. One of Bosley's fielders a three-pointer. Ollie Kart off the bench with 8. He is 4 of 9 from the floor with 4 points. Jeff Chain 2 of 3 from the floor, also with 4 points. Scott Henderson, he is 2 of 5 from the floor. Matt Thiel with only 2 points. He is 0 of 4 from the floor, 2 of 2 from the line. Jesse Barr off the bench with 1 point. He is 0 of 1 from the floor, but 1 of 2 from the foul line.
All right, again, Warren 23, McKinley 16 right near the end of the first. And Sam, are you at halftime yet over there? Apparently not. Sam's last report to us was 31-26. Central Catholic leading St. Thomas. That was nearing the end of the first half. Here, North Canton puts the ball in play. Second half underway. Vikings going to our left. Eric Ridge to the baseline. Drives on Chain. Double team. Triple team. Stolen. He lost it. This is up on the other way to Thiel. Thiel will drive off the glass. No! Rolled off the rim. And rebounded by Drew Hannon. Coming down is Ridge. Ridge right at the key. Pulls it up and gives to Holman. Holman in the corner to Inman. Inman will drive inside the three. Throw it over the zone left side to Hannon. Hannon has Thiel in his face. Back top side we go. Ridge. 3 in the air. Davidson on the rim, though. And rebounded. Hannon put it up and in.
Drew Hannon now with 7.
33, Jackson 18 for North Canton. 7:20 to go in the third. North Canton a 1-3-1 zone now. Half court, 1-3-1. Thiel with it. Doubled. Goes top side to Henderson to Bosley. Bosley tries left of the lane, and we got a reach and foul maybe on Hannon.
If it is, it'll be his third. And it is. First team foul on either team here in the second half, but Drew Hannon now with 3 for the ball game as Jackson will inbound.
Bosley to Thiel. Thiel left side out beyond the 3. Drives in the lane to the hoop with the left hand. Put it up on the rim. No. Rebound taken down by Inman. That is Doug Inman's first rebound. He'll give it to Ridge. Ridge right to left across the timeline between the circles. Ridge gives it to Hannon. Jackson 2-3 zone. Top side Davis into Ridge. 3 in the air. Way off the mark. Slammed on the glass left side. Rebound Drew Hannon. Kept it alive and threw it off of Henderson. Boy, Drew Hannon's got 3 rebounds here in the first minute and a half of this third quarter. He threw that thing off of Scott Henderson, and I don't think Scott was looking for it. And Scott's not feeling too good right now, folks. Hannon will inbound it. Top side to Davison. Drives in the lane. Goes to the hoop. Lifted up. Glass rim. No. Rebounded out to Zupp. Zupp on the run. Zupp will take it all the way down. Flip it up. Ridge blocked the shot and a foul on Eric Ridge.
Eric Ridge with his second. North Canton now with 2 team fouls. 6:39 left in the third quarter. The only 2 points in the ball game belong to North Canton as Hannon got a fielder. Now we have Chris Zupp line right, shooting 2. Zupp 50% on the year. First one on its way and good. Chris Zupp with his first point of the ball game. 34-18 the score. Jackson on top. Zupp with his second. Up in the air and good.
35-18. We get a break. We'll check in with Sam at the field house. They should be at halftime there. And hopefully have a McKinley update for you. Davison left side. Hannon 3 in the air by Hannon. Almost an air ball. Hit the right of the rim. And Jami Bosley rebound number 8. The Bonds will kick it back to Zupp. Chris is up, 6-foot senior. Will clear the timeline. Feed it to Bosley. Left side on the wing. 3 in the air by Bosley. Good.
That's Jami's second 3 of the night. Bosley now with 17.
Just like Bosley said, do I want to shoot this? Yeah, they're leaving me open. I'll pop it. 38-18. Ridge, 3 in the air by Eric. Good.
Eric now with 7.
He's got to start shooting the ball.
Well, he only has 6 shots in the game. He's made 3 of them.
He is an outstanding outside shooter. They've got to run some plays to get Ridge open. They're double teaming on Zupp. He lost the ball to Inman. Ahead to Ridge. Ridge will drive and score.
Ridge now with 9.
That'll make it Jackson 38, North Canton 23. 5:42 to play in the third here on WHBC. 1480 in Canton. Stolen by Davidson and a foul on Thiel.
Matt Thiel is going to pick up his 3rd foul of the ball game. And he is coming out. Well, that's Chris Zupp coming out. Jesse Barr back in for Jackson. Thiel stays in with the 3 fouls.
Ball is into Inman down low. Inman turns on Henderson. Shot over. Henderson missed it. Way off the left side of the rim. Jami Bosley with a rebound. Bosley coming down floor right of the lane. In the lane. Bosley to the low block. Put it up. Knocked away by Hannon. And Hannon got the rebound and then traveled with it. And Jackson will get the ball back. Well, the Vikings have had some chances here where they could even cut in and get it down to maybe 13-12. But in crucial situations, after they score once and get the ball back, then they turn it over and miss a shot. Jesse Barr out on top. Gives to Bosley. 5:18 in the 3rd. Bosley high post right side of the key to Henderson. Scott looking down right of the wing. Nothing there. Goes on top to Matt Thiel. Thiel left side to Chain. Chain drives baseline. Shot is up. Blocked by, I believe, Hannon. Hannon and Ridge both up in the air, and they swatted that one away. Thiel will inbound. Jackson puts 4 up left side of the lane. Polar Bears up by 15. To Bosley, top side to Barr. Barr back on the left side. Thiel throws a 3 in the air. Hit the side of the backboard. Eric Ridge with a rebound. Ridge coming down. 3-on-2. Jumper foul line. Good.
And Eric Ridge with 11. 7 of them here in the 3rd quarter.
So the Vikings are making their run, maybe, for the game. They're in a 1-3-1 half-court defense. They've cut it to 13. 38-25. Bosley has it stolen. Davison with it. Will lay it up good. It's 1-3-1 half-court zone, and the Vikings are picking Jackson now. They've cut it to 11. Jesse Barr, Matt Thiel still in backcourt. Thiel double team. Got it on the wing left side to Henderson to Chain. Chain in the lane, and a foul on Eric Ridge from behind. Ridge looking at the official like, I got the ball, but they're calling Ridge for getting the arm.
Well, that's Eric Ridge's 3rd foul of the night. 3 now on North Canton this half. And it's Chris Zupp and Ollie Kart into the Jackson lineup. Jesse Barr and Jeff Chain sit down. 4:22 to go here in the 3rd. 38-27 in favor of the Polar Bears, as Jami Bosley will inbound underneath his own bucket. Shots into the ball game for North Canton. Ridge sits down with 3 personals, but he has 7 points here in the 3rd quarter.
That's a tough decision. Ball's into Henderson. Shot glass around the rim and rolls off. Rebounded by Drew Hannon. Or no, check. That's Trent Schatz who got in there and got that ball. Schatz will give it to Davidson. They're making the run with Ridge, and then he gets that 3rd foul. Jim Goncalves got a decision. He pulls him out of there. Inman, down low baseline jumper. Good by Holman. Mark Holman.
Holman with 4.
Vikings have cut it down to 9. Jackson 38, North Canton 29. Kart does up to Bosley on top. Bosley drives right of the lane, in the lane to the hoop, put it up with the right hand, comes up short, knocked away and out of bounds. It's knocked away by Holman. It belongs to the Polar Bears with 3:46 to go in the 3rd.
Probably not a good choice by Jami Bosley that time. He had Matt Thiel.
Ball is into Thiel to Bosley, and shot blocked by Holman, but he fouls him. Thiel got the ball to Bosley. Jami went to the hoop, and Mark Holman says, no, you don't. He swatted the ball out of there, and body against Bosley, and Bosley will be to the line right with 2 shots.
And Holman with his 3rd. So North Canton now Holman with 3, Hannon with 3, and Eric Ridge with 3.
North Canton's on a 19-6 run.
And Jami Bosley is line right, shooting 2. First one up and good. Jami now with 18 in the ball game.
That broke an 11-point run by North Canton.
That'll make it double-digit lead for Jackson, 39-29, as Bosley will get another. That one in the air also good. Bosley with 19.
It's 40-29, and Jackson full court pressure. Hannon the shots. Shots across the timeline. Feeds over, tried to get a fancy pass stolen. Kart with it to Henderson, to Thiel. Thiel outside the 3. Lets it go. Got it. What a big swing. A 3-pointer by Thiel, I believe. They're going to give him 2. 42-29 at the other end, driving. Davidson laid it on the left hand and good. Davidson comes right back with a layup. It's 42-31. Jackson by 11 with 3:15 to go here in the 3rd. Ollie Kart in backcourt. He's bringing it down against Shot. Kart into forecourt, got double team. Goes to Zupp in the right corner. We go to Thiel. Thiel bounced down low to Bosley. Underneath, turn, shot, glass rim. No. Henderson tipped. We may have Henderson on the back of Holman. We do. Foul on Scott Henderson.
And that'll be Scott's 3rd of the ball game. So Jackson now with Thiel and Henderson each with 3.
Eric Ridge comes back in, and Davison, who is one tired young man, gets a rest now.
Jeff Chain also into the Jackson lineup as Henderson sits down with 4 points and 3 fouls.
Well, 3:03 to go in the third. Boy, things have picked up here. It's Jackson 42, North Canton 31. Vikings with the ball looking at the 2-3 zone. Shots in the wing right side. Shots into Inman, and again knocked away. Bosley picks it up. Bosley will drive down low. Glass good.
Jami with 21.
It is 44-31. Ball is into Inman. Inman got it ahead to Ridge. Ridge top of the key. Ridge on the wing. Open. Holden 3 in the air. Short on the rim. Rebounded by Jeff Chain. Chain's doubled in backcourt. Dribbles around. Got rid of the ball. Out to Kart. Ahead to Bosley. Bosley to the hoop. Put it up and in. And the Polar Bears have answered, and they're pushing the Vikings back. It's up to 46-31. A 15-point lead. Handed in backcourt. Lost the ball. Bounced it off his foot. Jackson gets it back.
The Kevin Davidson into the North Canton lineup, and Sean sits down again. 23 to go in the third quarter. North Canton down by 15.
Well, they had got it within 9 after being down by 22. They cut it to 9, and now it's back to 15. It may have been their run, but we still got a lot of time. 2:23 to go in the third. And Bosley preparing to inbound. Polar Bears put 2 on the left side, 2 on the right side of the foul line. They're underneath their own basket. Bosley slaps it. Chain breaks on the wing, takes the pass, topside Thiel. NBA 3 by Thiel. Front of the rim, though. And Eric Ridge has the rebound for the Vikings. And Ridge will bring it across the timeline of the forecourt. 2:13 to go in the third. Goes to Davidson. To Ridge. Kart's on Ridge. Back over the zone to Davidson. Davidson top of the key to Ridge. Ridge to the foul line. To Hannon. Hannon to Ridge. Ridge swings to left to Davidson. Jackson with the zone. Kart ends up on top. Wing right side to Ridge. Ridge guarded by Thiel. Ridge drives on Thiel. Now backs it out. Goes top side to Davidson. He'll drive in the lane to the hoop with a shot from 8 feet on the front of the rim. No. Rebound. Jeff Chain has it, and he's fouled.
Foul is on Doug Inman. That is his third.
We have a score update. Bob Gilligan on McKinley up.
We sure do, Jim, and it's at halftime, and McKinley is leading Warren Harding 38-30. That's McKinley.
Quarter.
Get another break here. We'll check at the field house and get a halftime score. So the Pups have come on strong to lead by 8 at halftime. Davison on top. McKinley and St. Ignatius tomorrow night. Feed Holman down low. 5-footer good. Mark Holman.
Now with 6.
122 and a half here. It's 46 Jackson, 33 North Canton. Zupp in backcourt, looks at the 1-3-1 half-court zone in the baseline with a feed to Kart. Kart underneath the Bosley. Bosley down low, put it up, missed it. Holman was behind him. I think he partially blocked it. Mark Holman got the rebound. He'll give it to Ridge. Ridge between the circles on the offensive end of the floor to Davidson. Bosley steps out on Davidson. It goes to Hannon. Hannon picked up by Zupp to Davidson and tried to get it to Holman, and it was knocked to the bounce by Jeff Chain. Osterman will check in for the Polar Bears.
It'll be his first opportunity in the ball game. Jami Bosley sits down with 23 points.
9 boards. 55 seconds left in the third. And we'll get an update from the field house. Davison with a 3 on the front of the rim, no, and rebounded by Chris Zupp, who chases the loose ball down. Zupp, 48 seconds. Takes it across the timeline, left side. Brings it top of the key, down the lane to the line. Put it up with the left hand. No. Rebound, out of bounds. It's off of, I think, a Ridge. Still belongs to the Polar Bears.
Nate Chester into the ball game for North Canton.
Todd Boylan also in, and out is Holman and Inman.
Both of those players with 3 personals. 41 seconds left to play in the third.
Jesse Barr to inbound. Does to Osterman to the hoop. Put it up too hard off the glass. Rebounded by Nate Chester. And Chester will give it to Ridge. 35 seconds. Ridge across the timeline. Top of the keys. Up steps out on him. This is Davidson to Hannon. Hannon throws a 3 up from long range on the front of the rim. No. Ollie Kart got the rebound. Kart in backcourt dribbles between the double team. Knocked loose. Picked up by Barr. 21 seconds. Barr is fouled in backcourt by Hannon.
Drew Hannon has just picked up foul number 4. Number 6 on North Canton as a team.
is in. Hannon is out. Inbounding right in front of us will be Jesse Barr. For some reason I want to see a pair of 6-shooters on his hips. Barr, two's up. Wing to Barr, right side, 13 seconds. Barr takes the dribble out on top against Ridge. Barr bounce pass in the wing to Zupp. 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Zupp around the pick, and we got a moving pick on Jeff Chain, I believe. He was hooking Chester as Chester was trying to get around Chain and get to the ball.
On Jeff Chain, his second on Jackson, their third. 5 seconds left to go in the third quarter as North Canton will have to go the length of the floor with 5 seconds.
Well, here comes Ridge. Timeline. Ridge, top of the key, lets it fly. No. After 3, Jackson 46, North Canton 33. We'll take timeouts for Realty One, Abbott Electric, and then we'll check in with Sam Burke.
To a 41-36 lead over St. Thomas Aquinas. Jim, back to you.
All righty. Get to the next breaking. Update us on some scoring. There's a 3 in the air by Thiel. Hit the left side of the rim, and off the left side with a rebound. That is Davison. We're underway period 4. So at halftime, Canton McKinley 38, Warren Harding 30. That's at halftime. The Pups by 8. And Central leading 41-36 late in the third. And we got a whistle down low as we're underway here in the fourth. 46 Jackson, 33 Hoover. That was on Bosley.
And that is Jami's second of the ball game, 4th on Jackson as a team.
Palmreuter, top side Inman. To Ridge, back in the right corner to Palmreuter, out to Eric Ridge. Kart's right on him. Volley at 6'3", taller than Eric Ridge. Palmreuter, double team. Bosley knocked it loose. Bosley chases it. Bosley got it. And he's fouled by Chester.
Nate Chester will get his first, but North Canton will pick up their 7th, and we're in the 1-1 already. 7:23 to go in the ball game. Jackson, they've only committed 4 team fouls.
Rebounds, I have 26 apiece.
Jami from the foul line tonight, 3 of 3. We'll have the 1-1 here. 46-33 the score is Bosley with the first one up and good. Jami now with 24, averaging 26.6. Bosley's second shot also good.
Well, Jackson back by 15. Polar Bears were up by 22. Hoover cut it to 9. There's some costly turnovers, and Jackson back by 15, 48-33. Palmreuter on top to Davidson. Davidson, top of the key with the dribble, foul line, lobbed it down low, bad pass, stolen by Thiel. Another turnover for the Vikings.
They're 18th of the ball game.
Too many. Thiel with it on the wing left side. He lost it, stolen by Eric Ridge. Ridge coming the other way, top of the key, takes it on the wing left side, drives to the hoop, and a reach-in foul maybe on Bosley or Kart. They both reached in as he was heading to the hoop. Going to be on Kart.
Ollie Kart with his first.
Mark Holman back in, 6'5" senior for the Vikings, and out of there's Palmreuter.
Only the 15 foul, so North Canton will inbound. It'll be Doug Inman to toss it in.
Inman tried to go baseline, and Thiel knocked the ball back out of bounds. Again, halftime, McKinley 38, Warren Harding 30. That's after Harding had been up by 7 there toward the end of the first quarter. So the Bulldogs apparently had a great second period. And near the end of the third, Central by 5 over St. Thomas, 41-36. Here it's 48-33. Jackson with the lead. Jackson playing the 2-3. Lob down low. Inman laid it up and missed it. Tipped up and in, I think, by Holman. Holman. That'll make it 48-35. Jackson by 13. Jumper left side, no good by Thiel. Rebounded, Henderson, good.
Scott Henderson now with 6.
That'll make it 50 for Jackson, 35 for the Vikings. Ridge on top, jumper, 17-foot, good. Eric Ridge.
Ridge with 13.
50-37 Jackson.
walking it down. Now throws it way down low and over the head of Scott Henderson. Zup is out, Barr is in. Polar Bears turn it over. That's 13 for them, 18 for the Vikings. 2-3 zone, Jackson. Davison with it. Davison penetrates, foul line, kicks it out top. Holman, he'll drive in the lane. Shot from 8 feet, partially blocked. Henderson. Holman got it back and missed the layup. Rebounded by Bosley. That ball rolled around inside the cylinder and rolled right out of there. 5:39 in the ball game. Ollie Kart with it, out between the circles. Kart spins left side, left of the lane to the hoop, lifted up by and good. Ollie Kart drove the lane and finger rolled one off the glass down through the net.
Ollie Kart now in double figures with 10.
He is quick if he gets around the defender. 52-37. Ridge with it to Davidson. Davidson on top. Davidson, lob it down low. Inman. Inman shot. 5-footer blocked by Henderson out of bounds.
Todd Boylan into the North Canton lineup.
Inman comes out. Barr right back in for Ollie Kart. There's up back in. This is Boylan. Top side to Ridge. 5:10 to play. Jackson by 15 here at North Canton. Lob it down low. Boylan. Kick it back to Ridge. 3 in the air. Good.
Eric Ridge with his second 3 of the night, now with 16 points in the ball game.
Eric Ridge is having a nice night if he can just pull the trigger a few more times. Driving in the corner, Thiel. Thiel in trouble and a foul. Let's see, maybe Boylan, maybe Holman. 34, maybe Davidson.
His second. Jackson already in the 1-1. Through 3 quarters, the Polar Bears were 8 of 9 from the line. So far in the fourth, they're 2 of 2. And doing the shooting this time for Jackson is Matt Thiel. Thiel with the best percentage, misses.
And rebounded by Mark Holman. Yeah, Barr came out and Ollie Kart went in because Ridge nailed that last one on Barr. Ollie Kart now is to pick up Ridge. He's on that side. Down low is Chester. Chester's doubled. Down low, head fake. Put it up with the left hand. No, but Scott Henderson got him. Nate Chester, nice move. Had it in his right hand. Henderson was playing that side. Nate Chester flipped it to his left hand. Went up, tried to put a little jump hook over Henderson, and Scott slapped him on the arm.
And Scott now with 4 personals.
And the Vikings, number 32, Nate Chester.
Nate Chester line to left, shooting 2. Chester 8 of 8 on the year coming into tonight's game. Make him 9 of 9 as he hits the free shot. Nate Chester now with 3 points in the ball game. 52-41 the score, 4:32 to play in the game. Nate Chester's second shot in the air, also good. Chester now 10 of 10 on the year.
Well, Hoover's cut it back down to 10. Ollie Kart in backcourt, 4:28 to go. Kart dribbling around, double team, pulls the dribble up, needs somebody to come to him, and then we got traveling on Ollie Kart. Ollie Kart with the turnover, and that's 14 now for 15 for
15.
Jackson. Left side, Davison to the baseline. Double team, leans in, traveling on Davison. So again, the Vikings, after making a good play with a chance to cut it to single digits, they turn it back over.
And for North Canton, they're 19th.
In backcourt now is up. He's doubled. Lob pass up floor to Bosley. Bosley into forecourt, takes it to the baseline, takes it underneath, put it up, put it in. Jami Bosley.
With 2 more, now has 27.
54-42. So Bosley has half of the Jackson points. This is Eric Ridge. Picked up. Goes to Holman. 4 minutes to go in the game. Davison. Long 3 by Davison. The rim, the glass. No. Rebounded by Scott Henderson. That's his first board. Second board. Out it comes to Ali. Ali Kart, line, lane underneath, and traffic got out of control and traveled.
Jesse Barr getting ready to come back into the Jackson lineup. Hart will come out. Jeff Chain coming in. And Scott Henderson sitting down with the 4 personals.
Polar Bears by 12, 3:48 to go. At halftime, McKinley led Warren Harding 38-30. And late in the third, it was 41-36, Central over St. Thomas. Get a chance here. Got some commercials to get in. We got to get to Sam again, get an update. Hannon with the basketball. Quick hands, and a foul's been called on Jesse Barr. So let's jump over to the field house and check in with Sam Berkowitz. Sam, an update.
All right, Jim and Dave, 5:09 left in this one at the field house. Central Catholic leads St. Thomas 56-44. Jim, back to you.
All right, Sam, before we head back to Jim midway in the third quarter, McKinley leading Warren 45-38. McKinley over Warren 45-38 midway through the third. Back to you, Jim.
All right, gentlemen.
Line left, Drew Hannon with the foul shot, which is good. Hannon now with 8 points in the game. 11-point lead now for Jackson.
This one's in and out, no good. Rebounded by Jeff Chain. So 54 Jackson, 43 North Canton. West Central St. Thomas game has gone fast. It started after this one, and they're almost right with us. This is Bosley on the wing. Bosley drives in the lane, put it up. Good by Bosley.
Jami now with 29.
Midway in the third, McKinley 45, Warren 38. About 3 to 4 minutes to go at the field house. Central now by 12 over St. Thomas, 56-44. This is Davison driving, and the blocking foul may be on Chain.
It is on Jeff Chain. That is his third. 3:08 to go in the ball game. 56 for Jackson, 43 for North Canton. As Kart and Henderson back into the ball game for Jackson. Jesse Barr and Chain sit down. At the foul line for North Canton, it'll be Kevin Davidson, 84% on the year, 2 of 2 tonight.
In and out, no rebound. Hannon put it up, no rebound. Holman, baseline, double team, shot up, no rebound. No foul. Foul's on Thiel. We'll give the rebound to Chester. They had 3 shots at it and could not get it to drop.
Matt Thiel with the foul. That is his 4th. So Thiel and Henderson of Jackson each with 4. For North Canton, Drew Hannon with 4.
Timeout call. Let's get some commercials in here. Timeout for State Farm and John's Bar, and we're back.
Avenue North in Canton.
All right, midway in the third, 45 McKinley, 38 Warren. Here we have Chester at the foul line, and let's go back. We'll try to keep in with Sam here. Sam, an update from you from the field house.
2:53 left in this one, Jim and Dave. Central Catholic has just called a timeout. The Crusaders lead at 60-48. Get you caught up on the score, and Kevin Fittefrock leads Central Catholic with 19. And Matt Shoemaker for St. Thomas leads their club with 12. 2:53 left in the game. Crusaders 60, St. Thomas 48.
All right, we thank you. Here Chester missed a foul shot. Zupp got the rebound. Polar Bears have it with 2:47 to go. And Jackson by 13. We got a foul now. It's on Davidson. And that is against Zupp. That will send Zupp to the line with a 1-and-1.
Chris Zupp tonight, 2 of 2 from the foul line. He's only 2 points of the ball game.
Zupp, is his hand hurting that he got fouled, or he just wants to dry off, or I guess maybe he got smacked in the nose? Can't really read what's going on in the bench here. Zupp picks the towel up, and Larry Taylor's having a discussion with both officials. Maybe he got poked in the eye.
Maybe the nose, Jim. He might be bleeding from the nose.
Yeah, they're taking him out, too.
That's going to bring Jeff Chain in.
Well, we got a 1-and-1 here by somebody, probably Chain. Yep, Jeff Chain will shoot the 1-and-1.
Has to be the guy that replaces the injured player. Jeff Chain, 83% on the year from the foul line. His first opportunities tonight. Chain with a 1-and-1. Shot in the air, good. Jeff Chain with 5. Jackson with a 14-point lead, 57-43. Chain's second shot also good.
So the Vikings had cut it to 10, and Jackson pushes it back to 15. 2:42 in the game. 58-43. They've got to get the ball to Eric Ridge. He's got it, and Kart's right out on him. Ollie Kart is running right with Eric Ridge. Ridge pulls his dribble up, goes to Davidson. Davidson, right of the key, right of the lane, in the corner. Hannon fires a long 3, off the rim, left side, rebound to Jeff Chain. Comes out of there with it with the Polar Bears. Knocked loose, though, on the floor. Bosley chases, got the ball. And Bosley, jump ball. They're going to call. And both coaches don't like that one. Or we got a foul, maybe. That's what we got. Larry Taylor was upset with the jump ball. I was reading Jim Gottschall. He was upset, and I see why he was upset, because one official called the jump, the other called the foul.
The foul on Nate Chester, his second. And Jami Bosley back at the foul line for Jackson.
Jim Gottschall wants a timeout, but Jami Bosley already has the basketball. Front end of the 1-and-1 on the way and missed it, so they'll continue to play. And Bosley goes and gets the rebound. He'll drive to the hoop, flip it up, and offensive foul on Bosley. Running into Hannon, so no basket. 2:14 to go. 58 Jackson, 43 for Hoover. McKinley leading it 45-38 midway in the third. And Central up 60-48 late in that game at the field house. This is Eric Ridge dribbling around, goes to Davidson. Davidson on top, looks at the 2-3, goes to the foul line to Chester. Chester penetrates, left-handed shot off the glass. He missed the rim. Rebounded Henderson, ahead to Kart. Kart feeds over to Thiel, drives and scores.
Nice pass that time by Ollie Kart. Thiel with the bucket.
Kart picks up Ridge, 60-43. Ridge shot blocked by Kart, and they're going to call a foul on Ollie Kart. So they'll shoot 2, and while they shoot 2, again, let's go back to the field house. And Sam Berkwood, let's check in with you. Sammy?
All right, Jim, things have really slowed down here. Still 1:46 left to go. Crusaders still had that 60-48 lead. Central took a timeout. St. Thomas took a timeout. There's been a couple of fouls up and down the floor. So still 1:46 to go. Crusaders still hanging on to that 12-point lead. Jim.
All right, thank you.
1:46 to go here, too, as Eric Ridge splits the pair.
That'll make it Jackson 60, North Canton 44. Again, the Bulldogs leading Warren 45-38. That was midway in the third. Thiel double-teamed in backcourt, got it ahead to Chain. Chain across the timeline with a feed to Kart. Kart, nice feed to Henderson, laid it up good.
Great assist that time by Kart. Henderson with the bucket, his 7th and 8 points of the game.
And now it's back to 18, 62-44, 1:30 to go. Eric Ridge picked up by Kart in the corner to Hannon, guarded by Chain. Jackson with a 2-3. Hannon penetrates, kicks it back to Ridge. Ridge 3 in the air, short. And away from the ball, a pushing foul on Bosley.
So Jami Bosley now with 4 personals. 1:19 to go in the game. Jackson 62, North Canton 44 as Jeff Chain comes out. That was Chris Zupp coming back into the Jackson lineup. At the foul line for North Canton, it's Kevin Davidson with the 1-and-1. Davidson 2 of 3 tonight. Make him 3 of 4 as that one took some coaxing. Kevin Davidson now 7 points in the game. 62-45, the Polar Bears. Davidson's second shot also good.
That'll make it 62 Jackson, 46 North Canton, 1:19 to go. Double teamed in backcourt. This is Zupp. Throws up floor to Bosley. Oh. Bosley, what a great pass to Henderson, but he was on the sideline. What happened? Zupp got double teamed, threw it up near midcourt, way over Bosley's head. Jamie went up in the air, and as he was falling into the seats, flipped it way down floor to Henderson, but the official ruled that Bosley's foot was on the sideline when he touched the ball. So they'll turn it back over, and Bosley almost stole the pass. This is Chester. Chester feeds down low. Kart stole the ball. Another turnover for the Vikings. Kart double, triple team. Ball's deflected. Chester got it, goes, misses the layup. Rebounded by Kart. Kart double team, dribbling out between the double team ahead to Bosley with 56 seconds to go. Bosley, oh my goodness. Drew Hannon just shoved Bosley. And I mean, he just shoved him. And Larry Taylor.
Well, that's his 5th foul of the ball game anyhow, so if he wouldn't be ejected, he's out of the game on 5 fouls.
Well, Jim Gotcho didn't like what happened. He just told Hannon, get to the bench. And, of course, Drew, as you said, an intentional foul. So, an intentional foul on Hannon. The official now talking to Drew, but Drew's done anyway. That's his 5th.
Doug Inman coming into the North Canton lineup with 55 seconds to play.
Bosley will shoot a couple here.
Jami 5 of 6, making 5 of 7 as he missed a free shot.
Now, Jami had started to drive, and the push come from his backside. He never saw it. He went sprawling about 10 feet.
Bosley with 29, missed that one too.
Well, Davidson's in, and we have 55 seconds to go in this one. It's 62-46. Johnson's going to come back in for the Vikings. So the Polar Bears will step to the top of the pack in the Federal League with the 1 loss. The Vikings will pick up their 2nd loss. 55 seconds to go. And we got to wipe up the perspiration where Bosley went sprawling. Again, the Pups were up 45-38 midway in the 3rd, and Central was winning. This is about over. Central's about over. Down low, Thiel by himself. Laid it up. North Canton putting a lot of pressure on, and Bosley saw Thiel by himself. Thiel with an easy layup. 64-46, 42 seconds. Eric Ridge on top, foul line, right of the lane to the hoop, put it up, and good. And a foul. Ridge with a nice drive. He'll get the basket. That'll make it 64-48, and Ridge will go line left with a chance for a 3-point play.
So Eric Ridge will get the bucket. He has 19. Scott Henderson gets the foul, and that's his 5th of the ball game. So he will check out of the game with 8 points and 2 boards.
He's had about 3 or 4 blocked shots tonight, too. Whitaker will come in for Scott Henderson. Jeff Whitaker, a 6'6 senior. 39 seconds here. Ridge with the foul shot. Next stoppage in action, Sam. We'll get to you at the field house. You're probably done there, maybe. Foul shot's good, 68-49. Jackson by 15. Bosley will inbound it to Kart. 39 seconds. Ali is quickly fouled. And he'll go 1-1. So let's jump back over to the field house and an update from Sam Berkwood. Maybe a final at the field house.
Ollie Kart lined right with the 1-1. Kart with 10 points in the ball game, averaging 10.6. Makes the free shot, so he'll have his average at 11. 65-49, 37 seconds left to play here at North Canton. It's the Polar Bears on top, 65-49. Kart's second shot, left-handed, also good.
66-49. 35 seconds. And again, Sam, be ready. We get a stoppage. We'll go to you. Long 3 by Davidson on the front of the rim. No, Jami Bosley with a rebound. He's in doubles. This is Ollie Kart. He drives, lost the ball. Picked up by Davison. Shoveled it out to Ridge. Ridge coming the other way. Ridge to forecourt, 20 seconds. Ridge left of the lane. Ridge off balance. Shot no. And a foul on Zup, maybe. So we got a stoppage here. And Sam, if you're with us, we'll check back in with you at the field house.
Somebody else to handle.
guys. Thank you. Yeah, you need a number? You need 22?
Name. I got it numbered. Number 22 for Jackson.
All right. We got 2 foul shots made by Ridge. That'll make it 66-51. That is Chris Marcinkowski, Dave. Chris Marcinkowski's in for Jackson. Bosley has the ball. The right side with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Ridge knocks it away. Bosley got it back. 3-2. Jumper baseline. Barr. No. Yep, it counted. Barr's shot hit the rim, bounced up in the air. And that'll be the final, 68-51. So, a couple of finals. Drew Hannon, I think, just apologized to Jamie. We walked by and they're shaking hands. Jamie just shook his head and said that's okay. Final here, Jackson 68, North Canton 51. Final at the Fieldhouse, Central Catholic 63, St. Thomas 49. And at the beginning of the fourth in Warren, it's McKinley 58, Warren 48. And Sam, you can go ahead and tear down and be on your way back. Right now, let's take some timeouts. One for United Bank, one for Copico, and one for State Farm.
High school sports, a treasured institution here in Stark County, just like United Bank. As the county's largest locally owned and independent community bank, they've been serving families and businesses here for over 139 years. They lend money for new homes, remodeling, autos, education, anything really. And what's great is the money stays here in Stark County to help our economy. It's what you'd expect from the bank to...
This is State Farm Agent Rhonda McMahon. We recognize the importance of athletics and academics.
In here, the Trojans at times have played some very good basketball. 63-49, Central Catholic.